Hello guys, welcome to my channel, Brandon Curry All Access, and you're here for a Q&A. Basically, my last video was about whether I took shots on Phil Heath or not. I basically said if you had any questions for me, you can basically leave questions in the comments, and I would answer all those questions. So I got a list of questions here that I'm going to cover that were in the comments. And I will go over them briefly. But first, let's talk about the Arnold Classic. The Arnold Classic list has just come out. I'm looking at the list right now. We got Lionel Biecki, William Bonac, Max Charles, Big Ramy, Dexter Jackson, Johnny Jackson. He's back. Cluco, Steve, and Josh Lenardowicz, Victor Martinez, Cedric McMillan, Patrick Moore, Sergio Olivier Jr., Akeem Williams, and Rolly Winkler. Now, some of these guys you see on the stage lately, some of these guys we haven't seen in a while. Johnny Jackson for one, Sergio Olivier for another. Sergio Olivier is going to be interesting. He's took a long off season, so it's going to be interesting how he comes into this show. I know he's really hungry for to get back on stage and to really make a statement. And from what I've seen this off season, he's been really putting in the work. So I'm really interested to see what he brings to the stage. As far as the guys that are going to, of course, we know Big Ramy. Let's not skip over him. He's had some time off, and he's coming back to the stage after some time off. And I seen him at the Dubai Muscle Show, which was a great event, by the way. Great expo, one of the top expos in the world now. It's growing and growing each and every year. But I saw him there, and he's looking big, man. He's looking ready. He's looking like he's healthy, and he's ready to, basically come into the Arnold and make a statement. As far as these names, top three, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really competitive. Arnold. I mean, basically, you got all the Olympia lineup in this show, minus me, and some people will say Phil, and some people will say Kai and Sean Roden, of course. But we'll just say minus these guys. And I'm looking for Lionel Biecki also to come back and hopefully, get his stuff together and make a statement as well. He can be a very dangerous bodybuilder. But just looking at this list, William Bonac, he's got to be one of the favorites to win, along with Big Ramy going in there. And then you can't knock out my boy Rolly Winkler, who's always competitive when he's on. So if he can bring it to the stage healthy, he's going to be on. And then you got another Arnold Classic champion in there, Dexter Jackson. So that's going to be interesting to see what the blade brings. He's always dangerous. And he decided to jump in the show, which is really cool. And of course, you got Cedric McMillan, who's won the Arnold Classic as well. So man, you got several Arnold Classic winners in this lineup, which is pretty cool. We got Patrick Moore, who's new, coming in, and we know Steve Cluco. He's been working hard and he's been improving. So it's gonna be interesting what this guy brings. And of course, you got Max Charles and Victor Martinez, who's another Arnold Classic winner. Victor Martinez, you never know, man. This guy's still going after it, still bringing a respectable physique to the stage. I think he got overlooked last year, but looks like he's coming back to make a statement this year. So I wish him the best on that. So I wish all these guys the best. It's going to be a battle. I'm kind of glad I'm not prepping right now. I've been on the road a long time. I'm glad I can take this rest, but I'm going to be here for this show. I want to see that. That's going to give me the motivation I need to really get into my off season for the Olympia. So I'm definitely going to be in the building, seeing what's going to come out from this show. So let's get to these questions. First question I got asked is, do I always wear a belt during training? And the truth is, I don't always wear a belt. I probably see me more in a belt in the videos because it looks better than me not having a belt. Kind of shows my waist, but also I may be performing heavier lift during that part of the video, reason why we filming a set or something. So that's probably when I have my belt. But I normally start my training without a belt, and I don't wear it, unless I feel I need it. And once I put it on, sometimes I leave it on. If it's uncomfortable for me, sometimes I'll take it off until I need it again. So no, I don't always wear a belt. I've been to Malaysia, and I just came back this year from the Men of Steel event, which was the biggest show that they ever had in Malaysia. It's the SciTech Men of Steel event. Congratulations to you guys, Yukai, Hohim, and Chi Shan. They really take care of me and really like family to me, and I really appreciate them. But as far as Malaysian Bodybuilding Federation, I don't really understand what you mean about the Malaysian Bodybuilding Federation. I'm not really familiar with what federations are out there, or if there is a Malaysian Bodybuilding Federation. But the second question is, does Malaysian bodybuilders have a shot at the Mr. Olympia? And as of right now, as far as in the bodybuilding class, no Malaysian bodybuilder has made a statement as far as coming into the Mr. Olympia and being able to qualify for the Mr. Olympia as far as bodybuilding that I'm aware of. So as of now, no Malaysian bodybuilder has made their way this far to be able to compete on the Olympia stage. Can that happen? Of course it could happen. I mean, we got Terrence who's competing. He just turned pro, I think, last year in men's physique. He's thinking about going to Classic, but I think he may stick to men's physique. And he was really, really close to qualifying for the Mr. Olympia. So I know he's looking to qualify for the Mr. Olympia. So it's more likely in those classes, maybe men's physique, Classic physique, possibly even 212, you may get some Malaysian bodybuilders to step up and be able to compete in those categories. Whether they can tackle and take the Olympia title, that's wait to be seen. Because it's very competitive. Until they're on that stage, until they're compared, until they make it to that level, we'll never know. We'll just be speculating. So I hope the best for Malaysian bodybuilding. I know it's growing. I know the IFBB is doing some things. NPC Global really doing some big things out there in Malaysia right now. So just continue to compete, continue to get better. Remember, the NPC Global is the only way to the Olympia stage for these amateurs to qualify and to become pro, to become an Olympian. So remember that fact. So if you're competing in any other organization and you aspire to be on the Olympia stage, remember that, until you compete in an NPC Global show, IFBB Pro League, as some people will know it, then you won't be able to qualify for the Olympia. You won't be able to qualify to be a pro in this organization. So that's just one note. The next thing we're going out is what are my expectations versus reality to winning the Mr. Olympia? What did I expect versus what is really winning the title is really about? Well, I went into it really open-minded and kind of watching the people that perform me, and I really didn't really expect much out of winning the title, more than just being busier and being more the man. You speak of having more opportunities, business opportunities. Of course, I've had more business opportunities since then. I'll be opening up a couple gyms this year, maybe even more, under the Carbon Culture brand, Carbon Culture. So look out for that. First one, January the 6th, and we're looking to open up another one probably in late April, early May as well. So, and then we've got some other collaborations that will probably maybe opening up around that time as well. So a lot of things going on as far as business, a lot of more travel, a lot of more appearances. So I expected to be more busy, of course, and definitely was what's really happening. I also expected to be challenged. No champion is a champion without being challenged. Different opinions, people that like you, people that don't like you. It's always going to be controversy no matter where you are, but definitely when you're on the top, because you're basically what everybody's talking about. So they're going to have expressed their feelings towards you, either which way. So I was prepared for that. There's nothing that's unusual in our sport. Criticism and people's judgments and opinions always flying around, no matter where you are in this sport, no matter what level you are. So the bigger you get, the more notoriety to get, the more it comes. The more people that may like you as well, but the more people that's gonna, the more haters that you're gonna experience. Because it's just a part of life. It's human nature. You're either gonna be somebody that's gonna root for some people's success or be jealous. So it's one or the other. So the next question. Am I ready to defend my title? I think I've been over this in several different other videos. Of course, I'm ready to defend my title. What do you think? I'm going to win one Olympia title and just hang it up and call it a day? No, of course, I'm ready to defend my title. I'm actually glad I get this time off to regroup and spend some time with my family, refreshing my mind, my body. And that way, when I do go on my prep, I really will be hungry, especially after seeing the Arnold Classic. I'll definitely be hungry to attack the stage and take that title again. So yeah, the changes that I will make, you're asking, basically, I'll just continue to train hard and try to improve the body parts that are often criticized before. Try to bring more detailed separation in the legs through the quads and the hamstrings and the glutes. Making sure I bring some crisp conditioning like I brought in Arnold for the Olympia, of course. And those are the factors that I will go with. Basically, I will go with my body. So wherever my body's kind of leading me as far as improvements, I won't hold back in those areas, and I'll continue to work with my muscle maturity and just try to stay healthy and bring my best package to the stage. I mean, it's bodybuilding. We're always trying to improve, man. This is the name of the game. My favorite physique of all time. Now, I'm not a man of favorites. I've never been a man of favorites. I don't have a favorite food. I don't, have a lot of favorite books. I'm not a favorite kind of guy. So I respect different things, and I think maybe I'm a little bit indecisive or whatever. But I admire different physiques for different reasons. Flex Wheeler, Kevin Lerone, Sean Ray, Ronnie Coleman. I mean, just naming these guys. Dorian Yates back. I mean, Phil Heath. I mean, as the muscle bellies. I mean, there's so many things to admire about these different physiques, because God didn't make us all alike. He made us all different and unique, and I can just appreciate all the differences and the unique aspects of each particular body. I don't think there's anybody that's perfect. So I can take it and I can admire little attributes from any physique. That we consider great or we consider legendary. So, I mean, I'm just a fan of bodybuilding in general, and there's a lot of great physiques that have been before me, and there's a lot of great physiques that will come after me. And so I'm just I don't have a favorite physique of all time. Maybe somebody that I may aspire to be like a Lee Haney, overall bodybuilder, overall good reputation, overall, family man and a good ambassador for the sport. Or you look at Arnold Classic, Arnold Schwarzenegger and what he's done for bodybuilding. That's something that you can admire and want to aspire to be like, and you can, someone you can follow their leadership, like a Jay Cutler, So, all these guys, and Ronnie Coleman and Dexter Jackson, having the longevity that he had in the sport, all these guys can be admired for different reasons. So, I don't have a favorite necessarily. I just take and admire those attributes and those gifts that they've been given. Okay, what's my body part split? Now I have to think about this because, I'm not in the gym much right now. So I'm not really training towards this type of split, but typically I have a rotating split. It basically rotates. I don't just train something on Monday or something on Tuesday. It just basically rotates. And typically when I'm in Kuwait, I train every day but Friday. So Friday's my off day. So normally we hit chest with biceps. I think it's how it goes. Yeah, chest, biceps, back with triceps, shoulders, and then leg day. And that can rotate. But we've done tour days before, and that's even more complex. Where I'm training like maybe chest and back, arms and shoulders, and then legs the next day. So that's pretty intense frequency as well. And then there's been times when we may have thrown arms on some shoulder day or whatnot. So it's very versatile. It can change. It's no perfect split. It just depends on where you're at. What your schedule's like at the time. What SciTech products do I use? Okay, well, SciTech products I use. Well, let's see. I got some SciTech products I use in here right now. Something to that. Let's see. We got Amino Magic, which is an EEA. Amino Charge is another form of this EEA, but it has caffeine in it. I got some G-Bomb in here. Basically, I use G-Bomb. It's a good flavoring, but I probably need to take some G-Bomb right now because my immune system is a little down. But this G-Bomb is good for getting your glutamine in. Good for feeding healthy gut bacteria, of course, but and your immune system support, so it decreases fatigue. So I'm not a huge glutamine fan, but when I do use glutamine, G-Bomb, I do use. Great taste, great flavor. And this is iced tea, which is one of my favorite flavors. Let's see. Next, we got the protein that I like. Probably the most versatile protein for me to use, besides the hydrogenized version. This is the isolate version, 100% isolate. I'm looking on the back here, and we have basically, let's see, pretty much 0 carbs, 0 sugars in here. So, a very, very good source in fat. what it says, 0.5 grams of fat, so very low fat. I don't know if you can see that because of that glare, but yeah, this is one of my favorites to use. 100% whey isolate from SciTech, and this is vanilla flavor, so I like vanilla flavor. Let's see, but you know, I use everything from their beef isolates, which is really good. It's kind of hard to get in the U.S., but it's really good. Let's see what else I've used. I've used Jumbo, which is their weight gainer. Jumbo Hardcore, which is another version. Very, very good flavors. SciTech is very complex. A lot of multi-minerals, vitamins from SciTech as well. I've used because they make a little bit of everything. So I use a lot of different SciTech products, but as you see, that's probably the base. Let's not forget about Vitargo, which is the carbohydrate formula as well, and Intra Edge, which is an intra workout I use if I don't use the Vitargo and I want to just mix it all together. I have it mixed together for me. I'll use that. Excuse me for my voice. I know it's kind of scratchy, but like I said, I've been fighting something. My whole house was sick with the flu. So I didn't get it, so I'm hoping I don't get it. But yeah, I'm fighting that. Okay, do I believe in overtraining? That's a big debate. Yes, of course there's overtraining. Of course you can overtrain. It's like, or is it a lack of rest or lack of sleep? Well, if you don't sleep enough for your training, or rest enough for your training, or eat enough for your training, then you're training too much. You're overtraining for the amount of rest you had, the amount of food that you've had. There's something that's basically your nervous system. You know, it's not just about muscles. Your nervous system recovery. You can beat your nervous system down into the ground, and you will have decreased immunity. You have symptoms of overtraining because of your nervous system being beat down so much. So it's not just about the muscle. It's more than just about the muscle being beat down. So yes, there's overtraining. I know this hardcore mentality about, you can't overtrain. It's kind of to encourage guys to get off their butt and just not giving any excuses. Because most of the time, you have guys that don't train hard enough. I believe most of the time. And then there's some guys that train, they do way too much, and they wonder why they can't gain weight and they can't put on any weight because they're training more than they're able to consume the calories that they need to grow. They're doing way too much. So there's some guys that do way too much, and there's some guys that just need to boost, and they can watch their CT Fletchers and stuff like that and get that motivation to get in the gym and get something done and not make excuses. So, but if you're one of those people that overdo things, one of those type A personalities that just go, you can overtrain. If you're not taking care of yourself and your recovery and everything outside of your training, overtraining is a real phenomenon. So I think that was pretty much all the questions. Remember, I'll do these Q&As whenever you guys would like me to. Just remember to just on this video just leave your questions and your comments and everything in the comment section, and I can create a Q&A right after that if I get enough questions out of this. But like I said, I like to keep in touch with you guys in the off season, let you guys know what's going on in my life, talk about what's going on in bodybuilding, kind of keep in touch while I'm not training the Oxygen Gym. When I do get back into my training, when I get into the gym, when I opening up my new gym, I try to feature some of the content of looking at the gym, looking at the aspects of the gym, what's going on in the gym, and update you on that process too, because it's a real cool process for me and a new experience for me. So, I'm gonna keep you guys in a loop, and I'm just enjoying my time off right now with the family, eating and relaxing and not being on any kind of schedule right now. But things are gonna pick up. As you know, I got my tour in the new year. My Olympia tour in the new year. We're going to the UK, I believe, Portugal, and Spain. So check out for those dates. Remember, follow my Instagram. Keep up with everything that's going on with me. And I just wish you guys the best. And I hope you guys have a happy holidays, great Christmas, and New Year's. So I'm out. Gotta go eat.